Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and there's a link to my Ko-fi account in the description. So if you're able to support the channel that way, it is greatly appreciated. So today we are back with some more Pioneer. So I've recorded a few Powered Cube videos which have gone out in recent days. This is for a fun format, fun limited format, kind of as close to Vintage Cube as we'll probably get on Arena. So yeah, that was good fun. So do check those videos out if you haven't already. But we haven't done already, but we are back now playing some Pioneer again. I took this list from a recent event where it did pretty well. It's badged as Orzhov Control, which, to be honest, I think might be false advertising. It is more like an Orzhov mid-range deck, but it's an interesting build. So it's doing kind of Demons things with Unholy Annex and Archfiend of the Dross, but it's got some like interesting mid-range cards in it. So it's got Voice of Victory, 4 copies of that. Obviously great in control mirrors and trying to stop the opponent playing things on your turn. Vanishing Verse is obviously a great removal spell. When you are running black-white, it's running a couple of Elspeths as well. You know, if you can combine that with unlocking a Ritual Chamber, obviously that's a pretty good time. Combines well with the Wandering Emperor as well. So yeah, this is a pretty powerful Planeswalker coming in the 5-drop slot. Doing a lot of work for us there. Obviously, being a primarily black deck, it's got our usual suite of interaction. It's got Thoughtseizes, Fatal Pushes, and Duresses. Graveyard Trespasser, great mid-range card, which fell out of favour a little bit recently, but I have seen it cropping up in more lists now. I think it's just a great card. So yeah, it's kind of doing mid-rangey, almost control things. I suppose it's got quite a control-y top end, but yeah. It's a mid-range deck, primarily. In terms of the mana base, so we got a decent number of lands. I'm using the new art now because I fancied a change on the shock lands. Yes, so the dual lands, as you'd expect. Mutavault obviously combines very well with Unholy Annex, and then some basic lands and an Urborg as well. And then in terms of the sideboards, we've got a couple of Deafening Silences. We don't really care too much about casting more than one non-creature spell most of the time. Seam Rip, Duress, some more early interaction, Rest in Peace, obviously premier graveyard hate. If we need it, Doorkeeper Thrall. We don't have a huge number of artifacts or creature ETBs. Obviously, you do have to be slightly aware of that it might shut down Graveyard Trespasser, for example. Important to note, it doesn't shut down the Archfiend of the Dross ability. The oil is in it doesn't just come in with 0 oil counters and kill you straight away, because it's a with, not a when. So yeah, that's worth bearing in mind. Got a Fracture, good versatile removal. A couple of Day of Judgment for mass removal as well, and 3 Invoke Despairs. Yeah, this by it being a primarily black deck allows us to play Invoke Despair as well. So yeah, it's an interesting list. I'm looking forward to playing this one. So thank you very much for watching. Let's take it on to the ladder. So it's a new season, back down in the pits of gold. This is a bad hand. Okay, this is slightly better. So I'll pop back one of the pathways. My mouse seems to be working again now. It had a moment where it just wasn't doing a thing. So we'll play our new fancy Godless Shrines. Ah, your Fatal Push is no good here. No. Mardu? Mardu Greasefang. Okay, well they don't currently have anything in the bin, so I think I'm going to save my Trespasser and use it to get them in a little bit. I'll just go annexing instead. Wow, how dare you?
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my... Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Okay, Vanishing Verse hitting Liliana's not bad. So yeah, I'll fire up the Mutavault. card. Okay, Elspeth's good. We'll vanish Liliana. Before they can start discarding things. Okay, they can do instant speed sticking stuff in the graveyard now. Not anymore, they can't. Go on then, what have you got for me? What? No vehicle? They didn't want it? Okay. A lot of land coming up here, so I can't interact with their graveyards at instant speed, so I'll just make some tokens. Okay. Okay, we know they've got no vehicles now. Hopefully they'll surveil one into the graveyard. They didn't. Wow. Didn't even want Greasefang. Okay, they want to turn on their FOMOs. That makes sense. Okay, well, I'll block that because it keeps Elspeth alive for another turn.
You cannot win. Enough provocations.
I don't really want to duress, to be honest. So yeah, let's just play a soldier, unlock the annex, gets me 2 6/6s. Now their Parhelions look pretty bad. Yep. And indeed they do. Okay. Wow. 2 arts for deafening silence. It's nice, isn't it? Okay, so I definitely want rest in peace. Fracture is a decent answer to if they do manage to reanimate a vehicle. Vanishing versus Simile for most of what they're going to bring back. They're not Absam, so they don't have the Brood Wagon. I don't hate all of this hand interaction, but some of it's not great. I don't think Voice of Victory is really what we want to be doing here. They're kind of doing most of their stuff at sorcery speed. No, yeah, I think if it's not instant speed interaction, I'm not interested. It's quite dark on my camera, isn't it? It's winter time. Ooh, that's far too slow. Okay, you'll do. Am I putting back Archfiend or am I just putting back a land? Not Fatal Push. Yeah, I think Archfiend can go back. No! Outrageous. Ooh, interesting. So maybe they've got another hand disruption spell. No? Or they just don't care about their graveyard. Well, they don't care about their graveyard, neither do I. Well, I'm kind of out of stuff to do now, so over to you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What an outrage. A braid. Okay, well, in the absence of anything else, That's not good. If I'd known that was coming, I wouldn't have... wouldn't have traded. But I think it's fine. I'll wait another turn, and then I'll Wandering Emperor next turn. And another FOMO. Well, they got plenty of stuff. Fable and FOMO is a nasty, nasty combination. Yeah, more land. That's good, isn't it? So yeah, I'll play Emperor, I'll get rid of Shieldred.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. You are not much of a roadblock.
I hate it. And they just sort of pivoted into Mardu mid-range. Is that why they didn't care about my... Okay, well, that's not nothing, so... Burn the Emperor. Get myself a Ritual Chamber. Okay, they don't immediately have interaction for my Demon, which is good. But they do have endless FOMO. Okay, they also have a Demon. Okay. No, I mean, this is pretty horrific, isn't it? Okay, so I think I'm going to put in Seam Rip over Duress. Maybe I want Doorkeeper Thrall as well on the play, as it's take out Thoughtseize, as it's a good like fear of missing out and stuff is much worse without it doesn't ETB. Who can say what the right thing to do is? Okay, this looks fine. Fracture, Vanishing Verse, very interactive heavy hand, but if I can get the Annex down. They got nothing on turn one. Or turn two, okay. In case, just play Annex and start drawing cards. Okay, that'll be good at some point. Nothing doing, huh? Okay. I'll play Wandering Emperor in response.
You started this fight, but
I'm
I'm
take
going to end it.
one of my cards.
May your blade strike true.
Okay, that smells like Fatal Push to me, so maybe I won't play the Mutavault and try and use it. I mean, I will play the Mutavault, but I'm not going to do...
We must protect the people.
Not going to try and do, like, Annex things straight away. Oh, thanks. You're too kind. Okay, good first match. Yeah, they had a bit of an unlucky draw in that second stumble on mana, but yeah, we had a pretty spicy opening. Had enough interaction. Good. Okay. So not doing anything until turn 4, really, but is that big a deal? I don't know, let's find out. Da-da-dum, show me your hand. Okay, they're playing Izzet Phoenix. Of course, Steel Cutter I think can go here. Then I might snag the Prophet's Eidetic Memory next turn. Yeah. I will give myself the option of Fatal Pushing. I'll take your other Steel Cutter then. If you're going to Thoughtseize Bug, I will Thoughtseize you again. And I will not feel bad about it. Because I was right to do it. Trespasser will help keep their graveyard under control for things like Treasure Cruise as well. I'll take one of those. Obviously, somewhat annoying that they've got two. But if they didn't have two, they wouldn't have. They would have used it straight away. So yeah. It's all many swings and many roundabouts. Okay, they're looking to bring back Phoenix this turn, which is fine. If I can Emperor it at some point, that would be ideal. No, they don't want their fiery impulses, which is interesting. Bit of 12. Oops. Are you oopsed? Fair enough. Yeah, well. We live forever in the shadow of Treasure Cruise. It's a good one. But they don't currently have any cards to discard, so we'll learn to deal. One exiled Phoenix coming up.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I'll play Archfiend. Tick up the Emperor. Say go.
I have got new moves to teach you.
I really wish you hadn't, to be honest. I mean, their talent is still not doing much for them here, but honestly, bleh. Okay, that's a miss in terms of... Okay, okay. Da-da-dum. So I can't both push and play another demon. So I think I'll just attack. I'll make it 2/2. I'll Ritual Chamber. Okay, I don't mind losing the Emperor too much. It's kind of done its work. Good, good. Okay. So that should be fine here, because I can Fatal Push 1, attack. They won't technically be dead, actually. Now they are dead. Oh yeah, they would have been because of the Archfiend triggers. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Okay, so the opponent was a little bit unlucky that it didn't hit Treasure Cruise there, so I'm going to put in both my Deafening Silence arts, because, you know, I'm wild and like to do that. Fracture's good, Rest in Peace is obviously good. What do I like less here? Shieldred's great. I'm going to just ditch all the hand disruption. Well, I say that. I might keep in Duress, just because it is my only way of stopping a Steel Cutter straight away. And I do want Seam Rip for exactly that same purpose. So maybe I'll trim a couple of pushes. Is Elspeth a bit slow? Voice of Victory maybe actually is not the one here. So let's get rid of all of those. We'll 3 Duresses. Yeah, alright. We'll put in a 3rd Fatal Push. I mean, you'll do, because you've got a Deafening Silence, but I'm not happy about it. Apart from that, this hand doesn't really do anything. Okay, Shieldred's a good one, so let's play my fancy Deafening Silence. Oh, it's deafening. Okay. Yep, this will do nicely. Okay, so this is a sacrifice style deck, maybe just Golgari. Voice Victory doesn't do much against them, but it's a clean 2-drop play. It's all graveyards all the time that are what our opponents are doing. Yep, that's a good card. Okay, that's decent. So, I think let's have a look. I don't want to put Igra in the bin. Well, I could actually, because I'm going to eat it, but I think Sephiroth is actually the more annoying play here. So much food, so little time. Let's see what they choose to do here. No, that's a decent play, I think. And the goose. The goose is loose. Okay. This might take a hot minute. I don't like having to double Archfiend in my hand. It's terrible vibes. It's very arenas. It's vibing with the music today. It's having a great time. Opponent's deep in the tank. They can't get Igra down. Yeah, Vraska seems like a decent play here. They can kill one of my creatures.
Your corpse will make a nice souvenir.
And to be honest, if I'm them, I don't hate. First there, I don't hate like.
Skills still have their uses.
Don't hate like targeting Trespasser just to put Igra in the bin, but they might be about to cast that. Kind of hard cast it. Don't know why it took me so long to come up with the word hard cast. Okay, there you go. Plenty more food. So yeah, I think I'll stick my first Archfiend into play. What's the end game here? Okay, they're going on a cash grab. They're kind of out of stuff to do now. What's next? Nothing, it turns out, is what's next. Fine. Okay, well, I like Seam Rip in this matchup. I like Rest in Peace, obviously. I like Fracture. I'm basically sideboarding the same in all of these. The Hand Disruption again is kind of okay. I think Voice of Victory could go. Yeah, maybe I'll just trim 2 Duresses when they're on the... Well, actually, no, they're on the play, aren't they? So these are actually better. Duress, this is good. Vanishing Verse, fine. Rest in Peace, good. Emperor is okay. Elspeth, tell you what, you can go away for this one. Oh, I've just noticed our opponent's name. Ugh, what a name. Yeah, you'll do. You've got Rest in Peace. Goose! Wow, it's all the graveyard hate anyone could ever want in this hand. Yeah, I'll take Igra because it's about to go bye-byes. And even though they will use Paw Patch to destroy my Rest in Peace, I'm kind of fine with that. I suppose I could wait a turn and just duress it instead. That's also fine. Ah, nice. Well, the important thing is that it's not there anymore. And yeah, now I don't even actually have to particularly hurry myself to pull the trigger on the Rest in Peace. Oh, cat loops. Okay, they're not doing cat loops yet. Now they're doing cat loops. Okay, so I probably will Rest in Peace. Yeah, I think that's fine. Do this now. So they can do one loop with it. However, they are just one land away from being able to hardcast Igra, which is not ideal under any circumstances. Okay, so they can do that next turn. Yeah, let's get an Archfiend into play. But yeah, Igra and then not having an answer to it is kind of a problem. I mean, I do have an answer, but it involves me having to lose my Archfiend, which is not ideal. I think it's the right thing to do, but... So yeah, I'll attack. Emperor!
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
What's going on here? There's a lot of sticking. I don't like it. Fine, put it in the oven, see if I care. There's 2 copies of it down. How many could they possibly run? The answer, of course, being 4. Okay, not another one straight away, so that's good. Okay, let's play Trespasser. Obviously have no graveyard targets, but... We'll grow it with Emperor.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Just going to eat some of their own food? No, they're going to attack an Uma instead. Okay. See what they get off the top here. The answer is nothing. That's good news. Guess they're having a land. A land which they're probably going to use to destroy my rest in peace. I mean, fortunately, it's already done quite a lot of good work here, but yeah, that is the thing that will happen. So go and grab a Godless Shrine, which allows me to double Trespasser next turn, if nothing else. Here come the cat loops. Which is not anything anybody wants. Okay. Make a 2/2. I'll play 2 Graveyard Trespassers. Hey, you've still got nothing. But then again, if they don't play anything next turn, my they'll all turn into Graveyard Gluttons, so that's not bad. What fun game actions. We should do this more often. I see. Okay, well... I'm only 1 turn away from dead, so... I kind of need to go hard or go home here. Again, these gluttons would be great if they're actually exiling stuff. It would let me keep pace with the life drain. So yeah, I don't think I'm winning this one. Suppose if they tap any, if they tap any of their other creatures here, I could always, well, I can't really because I just stick them in an oven. Because yeah, this does get 2 life if it can work, so I might have to use it on one of my own creatures, which wouldn't be ideal. Yeah. Okay, well, it's a Hail Mary right now, so... Does that even work for me? So they get me onto 1 here. I suppose technically it does. It keeps me alive for another turn. Or they just miss block and die. That's also an acceptable outcome. Yeah, I'll take that, to be honest. So yeah, what would have happened? So I was on 2. They functionally on 1 because they could have done 1 more cat loop. Yeah, then I excel one of my own creatures, I go to 3. Could I have killed them next? I probably then could have killed them the next turn, depending on what they drew. I don't know, they misblocked, but it would have been close otherwise. Okay. One more time. Have lots of creatures. Phoenix? More phoenixes? Endless phoenixes? More phoenixes. Fine. Oh no! Well, that's not great. Well, I'm not going for it straight away. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my trespassers. Ooh, this could go horribly wrong very, very quickly. Trespasser off the top? Oh, fine. Oh dear. I think this may be a painful turn. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a painful turn. Okay, well I think there's some learning we can take away from this, which is they milled 2 phoenixes straight away. Is there anything I can do here? I can play Archfiend, which technically keeps me alive because I drain them for 2 as well. Here come the steel cutters. Fine. Yeah, they just had a bit too of an explosive start there. So yeah, both Deafening Silence Artsy and Seam Rip, Duress as an answer to Corey Steelcutter. We've done all of this before. Fracture. Rest in peace. So 5 more cuts, which I think is Elspeth. Voice of Victory. And then I've got 1 more to put in, which I think will be just a Thoughtseize. Easy. Sideboarding or autopilot when you've already done it. No. Marginally better. Still not great. So there's some hands that our opponent could have that this is really good against. So hold up Fracture. They might have something like Artist Talent turn 2, which would be a good one to kill. No, they don't want it. Fine. Well, I don't think I'm going to give them my Trespasser just for nothing. I see. It's a treasure cruise. And they got 5 cards in their graveyard. Okay, I can live with that. So, Fatal Push the Prankster. I think let's chomp on that. Which again, just keeps their graveyard a little bit under control. Now, if they have a removal spell for my Trespasser, obviously it's a problem. Which looks like they do. No, just to consider. So yeah, that puts them back on 6 cards. So yeah, they probably are going to be able to Treasure Cruise, but... Not with that, they're not. Okay, okay. So, I think to be mana efficient here, I probably just want to push the token. Unfortunately, I can't fracture it. That's the Corey Steelcutter this turn. So yeah, let's take that down. Emperor's an interesting one. Okay, let's keep chewing on their graveyard. And I'll get an Archfiend down. Again, back to 6 cards, so yeah. It's really only their own life choices which are stopping them from cruising right now. There's a Phoenix. There's another one. Oh god, can it go away now, please? Always got into the Floodmoor, haven't they? It was very different to our first Phoenix match. Yeah, okay. Here come the birds. Well, I could have done without that in life. Okay, we're getting slightly bullied by Izzet Phoenix here. I suppose it is popping off. So I go to 7. I don't think that's going to help very much. Archfiend. No, you know what? You can have it. You did well. And we'll take a 3-in-1 with... yeah, decent Orzhov deck. I quite like this. I quite like the Demons package when it's wrapped around those cards. Might even... To be honest, I've been kind of off Rakdos as a Demon Shell for a while. I think Mono Black is better, and I probably think Orzhov is actually better here. I don't know what that does. So, yeah. Villainous Wrath. Why can't we just have Damnation? Just give us Damnation in Pioneer, you know you want to. But yeah, no, that was a decent showing for the deck there. Yeah, obviously a lot of, like, all 4 opponents we were running against had, like, graveyard things going on, I think. What was the first one again? It was only half an hour ago. But I'm fairly sure I put Rest in Peace against them too. So yes, 2 Phoenixes, a Golgari sacrifice deck. So yeah. And this lines up reasonably well into those matchups. Just so happens that there were a fair few of them in this particular video. But yeah, no, it's a strong deck. The Annex continues to be a powerful card, combining nicely with Archfiend. We did manage to double Demon Token as well one game, which is, you know, it's a bit of a magical Christmas land requiring a 5-drop and then another 5 mana, but sometimes it does happen and then it's a good time. So yeah, there's the deck. Deck list one more time in the description as usual, so let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, contribute to the coffee account if you can. I'll see you next time.